はーい、始まりました。どうも、ライオンです。シャーロック・ホームズやっていきたいと思います。クライム&パニッシュメント。舞台は変わって、ヤード。警察ですね。イギリスのスコットランドヤードとかっていうね。いうのは有名だと思いますけど。
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
ホームズです。
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Mr. Holmes?
はい、ホームズです。扉開ける？開けていいのかな、だから。普通だったらありえないよね。言うてもホームズなんてね、協力者とは一般人なわけですからね。指輪。
And partner, 1883. To my friend from R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
書庫に行けばある。
A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
こんなもんですかね。はい。はい、どうも。はい、どうも。どうもどうも。
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in a position to receive such an item from a partner. Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. Where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh no, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
かな。さあ、観察行こう。すごい角度いくじゃん。こうからの、細い首。見えないよ。当て布。誰かかのお下がりみたいな感じかな。精巧なボタンどこにあるんですか？あ、それね。何を押したの？細い。短い袖。ああ、君のではないんだね。どう考えた？タコ。傷跡。完成した人物像。
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
あれ、なんかまた。はい、
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
父親の上着か。
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else. Most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
まあ、天才も
I will
天
see you
才
soon, young
です
man.
からね。
Please let me go. I'm innocent.
無理
What
さ
am I
の
doing here? I've
そん
done
な怒ん
nothing
なくたっていい
wrong.
じゃん。全部試していくっていうね。星、ん？川？うん、これはもう。ああ、そういうことね。はいはい。愛の愛の。タバコは吸わない。庭師は、まだ持ってないのかな。硬い未熟で訓練されていない男が森を投げて完全に体を貫通できるほど徐々に投げることができるのか確かめる必要がある。どうやってだ無理だろ。どういうあれよ。
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson will be happy to oblige.
ワトソン君かわいそう。なんてかわいそうなのワトソン。喜んで協力してくれるだろうか。果たして、絶対に喜んで協力することはないと思う。帰りましょう。はい、帰ってきました。はあ、君誰だ？君がワトソン君か。
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
わあ不気味。何見てんのこれで。夢に出てきそうな容姿の女だったな。悪い意味でだぞ。
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
おお、そこに
Peter Carey
着目
attempted
す
to
る。
defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
猿だろ。
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more
ああ、
pigs'
切り裂きジャックね。
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
勝手に持ってっていいんでしょうか。ホワイトチャペルの肉屋。
I need to take a harpoon with...
違う。ああ、いや、虚弱だ。ひどいこと言われよ。森を持っていかなきゃいけないから、木こりのり行きましょう。でもいいね、無防備だな、おい。俺。
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
こんなんあったっけ？
Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
終わり？もう終わりなんだね。
That should do it.
泥棒も泥棒だな。
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
なんか微妙にあるもん変わった？
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
あと見るべきものは特になしかな。はい。じゃあ、チャペル肉屋に行きましょう。肉屋に到着。肉屋、表ではないんですね。
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous.
Ken.
I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
運動。
Holmes, you should aim for the mark.
狙う。急に FPS ゲームになった。息を止めるまであるよ。
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength.
普通になんかいろいろむずいんだから。こんなもん？ちょっとビビっちゃう。すごいよね。ちゃんと FPS のさ、ゲームみたいに。こう、呼吸で揺れるんよね。なんちゅう作り込み。普通にむずいぞ、これ。
The harpoon has struck.
わかって、畜生が。あれに。難しい、これ。FPS。
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
ごもっともで。
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've
切
happened
り
to
裂いたというか、
mangle.
突き刺した。
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
マジホームズ自由人。まあ、ここで見るものねえんだよな。ジョン・ネリガンは普通の泥棒ではなさそうだ。どうすればいいかな。それでもう一回聞き込みな感じかな。なんかドーソンっていう名前を検索する。
That is not the...
幾何分析。むずいな。
That is not...
違うな。
That is not...
わかんないです。
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
怪我と傷？
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I
し
need.
おわけわからんわ。ドーソン。ドーソン？
That is... That is not... That is... That is not the one I... That is... That is not... That is... That is... That is not the one I need. That is not... That is not... That is not... That is not... That is not the one I need. That is not the... That is... That is not... That is not the one... That is not the one I need.
そういうことか。
That is not the one I need.
あ、これだ。ドーソン&ネリガン投資会社が破綻、ネリガンは失踪。 まあ破産宣告を受けました。23番目に大きな銀行。23番目、果たしてそれは大きいと言うんでしょうか。イギリスの銀行事情がよくわかりませんが、日本はメガバンクが今はあるからね、まあさすがに1840年はそんな銀行っていう概念はあるか、まあ、ちょっとあんまピンとこないけど、まあよくわかんないですね。
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
次は確かめる時が来た。はあ、確かめるんだったらヤードかな。忙しいな、行ったり来たり。
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
公開日誌。なんかあった気がしたけど。走る走るホームズ。
1883.
調べろが。
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
なんだっけ。
Log notes for June. Nothing. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August.
なんだこれ。
These pages have been Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
CPR ね。メモにあったかもしんないな。またヤード。何往復すんだっていうぐらい何往復するじゃない。めっちゃ往復するじゃないか。
These are the suspect's belongings.
あ、CPR あるよ。
I wonder if these are connected. Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
なんだろうね。紛失した紙。あ、そうなの。なんだ。お父さん出てくる？とりあえずなんだ。話を聞いてみるか。は はい、どうも。
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the
こ
missing
の青
securities
年
had
は
reappeared on the
ちょっとで
London
も図
market.
星になると、全部話して
Imagine
く
my
れるじゃん
amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
完了してしまった。ウィギンズって刑事さんかな。わかんね
Locked.
え。んだと？はめんじゃねえぞ。
Mr. Holmes?
Something new,
いた。
Watson.
い
I
ない。
have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard,
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now.
専
But
門
I have
家
another
な
solution.
の？
I'll call in the specialist.
and who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang.
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Call him.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
まあね、今、
Fascinating.
現代の日本だと考えられないけど
Here
ね。当時はまあ、
Sailors?
字が読める
Easy.
読めない
Just
と
gotta
かある
look
か
where
ら
the
ね
rum。and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there
さっ
shortly.
きまでいたぞ。現実世界でそんなになんか行ったり来たり、どんくらい距離があるかわかんねえけどよ、このマップのね。結構離れてるよ。こんな何度も何度も行ったり来たりしょ。ブチ切れるぜ。さっきのいた太郎がバカめっつってね。はい。ということで今回はここまで最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。もしよければまた次回も遊びに来てください。それではまた次回お会いしましょう。さようなら。